So we take refuge and generate bodhicitta，我们皈依，然后发起菩提心。So we generate causal refuge. So we generate the causal refuge out of fear and out of faith, out of compassion. So feel that you can see around us on the, we call it the 4 sides or 3 sides. Then the main entrance comes, like a small little hole. Those are the individual room of all the monks. So you can imagine on the early morning, then the monks will probably all gather here. Then behind me will probably be the main shrine where they gather and they say their prayer, where they stay. So this is a typical day in the monks of the Nalanda University. So we feel fortunate we might not be there about 2,000 years, 1,000 over years ago, but right now we got the opportunity even to hear and try to remain. Cannot hear? Can hear now? Can hear? Can hear not? Now? Yes. Okay, I repeat one more time. Don't do the chair, move the chair and play. Keep silent. Don't play the chair. So I say that right around our 3 sides, right, you can see all those little holes. Those are the rooms that the monks stay. So on a typical day, this is like the main courtyard where the teaching they gather for prayers or for certain ceremony. There are certain things called sojong, the compassion. So they gather here. No doubt we weren't there at 2,000 over years ago, but at least right now we got the opportunity to gather here. Then we try to gain this like an experience, like a dependent on rising cause in the future. So many times in the King of Prayer, they say many times, may I have the opportunity, may I have the opportunity in a very early part of my life to become ordained as a monk. So once you become ordained as a monk, then you got this particular karma. Okay. Okay. So now today we are quite steady. I pengkang y'all. No, later I might take out my sunglasses. No, after that I got 2 like that panda one. They say Sufu, I got a panda. Last time I was in a special force, so I specialized in underwater diving, special operation. So I was a diving platoon commander. So when I bring out my men for diving, so the only thing I know they are alive is that they will tie a string, then tie to their hand, and their hand then they will have a float. And usually we try to keep it maybe about the maximum 20 feet, because we dive pure oxygen. In pure oxygen, anything more than 30 feet, the oxygen become poisonous. So only 20 feet. So I can see them moving. So I know that then they are move wrong direction or everything. I go there, I'll pull the float like two times. Then they probably know, something not correct. So I was very used to the sun. This is like a typical day for me, So last time it's like, Okim, corner of Jin Jip Sim. It's like I'm always black color. I'm always that brownish, So for the very first time, Gisela go out with me. We are in Kathmandu. Everybody say I'm a tamang of the fair skin, the poly. So to a point that I was at the immigration. Then I showed the passport to the immigration officer. He asked me why you're not tamang. I was like, what? You must be tamang because you're fair skin. You look like Nepali. So I think now I'm thinking, okay, that's something very interesting. Most of us never spend time outdoor. I felt that if you can spend time outdoor, it's actually very healthy. Once in a while, we get a little bit of sun, but the Indian sun gets sunburn one. So I want to go through this prayer because it's to me, the last part especially was very moving. His Holiness, after he write the thing, then he wrote this extra few lines, right? That I felt that was very beautiful. Was very beautiful. He said that I have wrote it with unflinching faith. That means my faith, you cannot doubt my faith. His Holiness right now. For my devotion to the scholar was not because I respect them or what, but because of their scholastic ability to free us all from suffering. They got the solution. So I wrote this with unflinching faith. That means my faith won't doubt. You can kill me. So will we ever have flinching faith or not? Right now, as we maybe a little bit discomfort, we give up. We are unable to focus because we seems that we just want to be happy, but we do not know what we want really. It's something external. So to be happiness is the ceasing of suffering. It's the ceasing of suffering. That is real happiness, the ceasing of suffering. So I'd like to give you a new definition of happiness, the ceasing of suffering. Even you're compassionate to other people, they might still have the I that's doing something real for someone that is real, this more unfortunate one. But when you cease your suffering by understanding nothing exists inherently, the real cause of the thing, then that becomes something very, very special, very, very amazing. So we have been to many places. So today, right now, if there's no one running, it's absolutely peaceful, this place. So Nalanda means flower. So Nalan, it means lotus. Da got the meaning of to offer you a lotus. So offer you wisdom and compassion. So I felt that it's really, really very powerful. So every time we try to think of wisdom and compassion in all our action of body, speech, and mind, for what we need to do, we really ought to have to slow down. We have to slow down. We have to make a very deliberate choice. Do one or two things that are very powerful. You need to do all a couple of things that are very powerful. You can do one powerful kora, or you can do one powerful recitation. You can do one powerful. So in the beginning, once you become very good at it, then you're able to do many things with great amount of quality. So the quality is really important. 我们以精为主，精华. So try to get the most essential, the most best quality one. We can collect a lot of rocks, but the best rock to collect is diamond because it's very precious. So I will recite this prayer. So once in a while, you can recite and invoke blessing from them, from the Nalanda scholar. His Holiness did sort of say that he always great humility. Say, I'm just a simple monk. Whenever he sign off, he say, I, the Shakya monk, Shakya Gelong. Then he sign off Tenzin Gyatso. But he said that actually he don't qualify to compose anything. But he got so much admiration for the Nalanda scholar. He said, I compose this for me to read and for me to really feel my devotion to them. So if you ask yourself, have you all ever been devoted before? Then I say most of us have never been really devoted before. We just fell in love with something that we like, some form of very worldly thing. But when you say you are devoted to the practice, the great amount of thinking of the scholar, someone that can free you and suffering forever, that call for the highest devotion. Highest devotion. So he wrote the thing, and I remember when I received the transmission from him that was in at his palace in Dharamsala, and he spoke. I felt His Holiness is an incredible scholar. At the age of 19 years old, the freedom was taken away from him. He left the Potala and one night. And then he read the Guide to Bodhisattva Way of Life. There's one particular line, they say, Great Bodhisattva, do not be discouraged, be brave. He closed the text, he take that favorite text and he walked out. When he came out from the thing, he did not bring a lot. He cannot bring all his whole library, but there are a couple of things he bring. One was the Guide to Bodhisattva Way of Life. Another one was the Great Stages of Path to Enlightenment and Lama Tsongkhapa, Lamrim Chenmo. So I got the good fortune to receive from him that text that he came out from Tibet with, from the thing. So I'm nobody, I'm really nobody. It's your bad karma you met me. Really, you should meet some better. But you got no choice, right? Your karma only make you meet me. So he's the best teacher. So his Holiness came out, and I was so fortunate. So anything good is because of my teacher that he was able to. I felt that there was something maybe inside me that was of past life imprint that I felt very interested. That I felt there's some strong desire to just really to share with y'all, to really share the Dharma. So from your side, I pray that by having this inspiration of the Nalanda scholar, may one day we complete our life, become a great yogi, great teacher, and great scholar. I pray for you that you all can become one. So is it possible to become one? Yes. You must always tell yourself it's possible because the sky is always there. Everything is possible because our mind can think of anything. So right now, actually it's very auspicious today. I remember when I was rolling before I went up to the cave at the Melarapa, it was then the Rinpoche over say, Usually in the rolling valley, in the morning they got great amount of cloud. A lot of clouds come out, the cloud. Then afternoon a lot of cloud. But in the morning when we went, it was really blue sky. And then he actually said, oh, this is really auspicious. Even the Dakas and Dakinis clear away all the obstacles to have a blue sky. So today we are here, remember the blue sky. Remember, we all share the same sky as everyone, but what we do is a little bit different, maybe eat a little bit different food. But right now for you, for the rest of your life, try to be determined, do something special. Be someone special. Be someone special, but understand, I like to be the student of the Nalanda tradition. Then I would like to learn the guide the Bodhisattva way of life. I want to hear the Lamrim Chemo. So all the great scholar of like from Atisha was here, Shantideva was here, and then Tsongkhapa, they all say they were the scholar of the Nalanda tradition. That was unmistaken. Lama Tsongkhapa did not. He was appear in 1357, show aspect of Paranamana 1419. In the 62 years of his life, he was not only that rely on what the teacher had said. He said, no, I want to go to the root text. He studied all the great texts of the Sanskrit and he cross-referenced. And then he said that he did not find the solution. And finally, because of great amount of effort of doing purification, he did 3.5 million prostration, 1.8 million mandala, and did many, many hundreds of things. And he did something we call a cold heart routine. That means he chose 8 disciples, but the 8 disciples was chosen by Manjushri. They went to one valley called Woka Valley. I got a good fortune to go there in 1994. I did not know. I saw the Kempo. That time I met Rinpoche with Lama Zopa. So on the morning, the Rinpoche called me to come. And then he called me to sit down. Then he called me, you listen. So I know he's giving oral transmission. So he gave me the oral transmission of 3 principal aspects of the path. And then he gave me a text of Lama Tsongkhapa, the 3 principles. I felt that was something very dependent arising for me. Something I felt very, very special. Really, really special. So the 8 disciples were chosen Manjushri. So Lama Tsongkhapa did many, many years, 3 years of just preliminaries again to purify his mind. So his bowl was succinctly clear. He saw almost like, he said that if you do not work hard on cleaning the bowl, nothing, you cannot store lion milk in a dirty bag. It will all be spoiled. You need to be really, really well clipped. So in the very beginning, we should not try to do faults. We should try our very, very best. So you should try your, I cannot pray for you not to do fault one. If prayer can work, all the 世上无贼, 对不对? Buddha will done for us. We have to keep our own strong power, our own determination. So can you all do it? So you must find your Dao and promise him, if you ever see I do fault, scold me, beat me, hammer me. Can you understand or not? I got no chance to hammer you. You know, 6 days time we are going to go different way, or not. But obviously you can contact me. But I felt that more importantly is encouragement. You need to be encouraged. I really encourage you. So sometimes you say that no, Sifu encourage. So I said to suggest now you can join the Zoom group that I come in. Even I'm not around, it's still running. Because someone will do a repeat one. But every time got repeat, oh, Sifu not live. Everybody pangkang, you know. Oh, then do this. Swatoing. But I live, quite a lot of people come because they find interesting. Oh, Sifu will talk about whatever happened that day. I felt that this is one way, but I talk about some of the things that may be useful to reinforce all the thing again. 那我们希望我们每个人都能得到真正的加持，最好是师父能加持，但是最好的加持就是我们可以背诵这些我们说经文，然后呢，特别是我们说17个半支大的祈请文，尊者戴喇嘛照做的，也是我们可以读呢，我们可以肯定得到非常非常浓的加持能量。Some of the things are called long lineage, very, very long, like 全藏师 but this one is only like recent only. It's only like 20 years only. So the blessing is extremely fresh, like very, very stretched and powerful. So you should really think, I'm very, very fortunate. I got a chance to hear the thing. Like right now, compared to inside, I hear her, right? You see the space is always made very big because to let the mind be big. Every time you got problem, try to look at the sky. My mind is that big. It cannot be one bag of 1-2 clouds spoil the blue sky one. No. If your mind if your mind is like the amount of water inside this small little singing bowl, then a little bit of dirt comes, the whole thing is polluted. But you make your mind like an ocean, like the sky. Even a 1 or 2 thing pour inside, it's not going to destroy the thing at all. So that must be your attitude. So you voice now whether you got the correct attitude or not when you practice the thing. So the correct attitude is faith and devotion in the beginning, and you do the homework or whatever I will share with you. So here I got the teaching one. So on the day I told Punsuk to send out yesterday, so those who like to take refuge, right? If you are not taken, then you can take again. Or you can receive. So the refuge consists of the refuge vow. That means I rely on the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. So first you think that I'm the patient, the Buddha is the doctor, the Dharma is the medicine, the Sangha is like the nurse helping inside the thing. Then by diligently following the advice of the Buddha, taking what he advised you to do, and once in a while you're not well, ask a nurse. Then I rely, that's the main thing. When you take the refuge means from your heart, because I don't want to go lower realm, I want something, and I got faith in the Buddha's teaching. So right now you all got faith. I like to say yes, you got some form of faith. If you got no faith, you'll not be joining this trip. Some form. Is it ripened fully? No, it's not ripened to the full extent. But the more importantly, do it out of compassion. Even I'm unable, I will be there for you. I will be there for you. So last time I saw one small little cartoon strip, Someone fell inside the someone fell, an animal, I think it's a very clever fox fell inside a, a ditch, right, planted by the hunter. Then his friend was a pig. So he called his pig, go and find a rope and they can pull me up. So the pig found a rope and then sent the thing, then the rope there. Then the friend say, throw the rope. Then the pig throw the rope, but without holding on to the thing. He throw the rope. Then after the pig throw the rope, then the friend say, then he also jumped inside there. He said that at least he's stupid. I got a very good friend. He's always there for me. He's always there for me. So I felt that in the practice that you need to find one good friend who will be always there for you. Must remember the Buddhas, your prayer always there for you one. The prayer in written form is that thing that will always be there for you. It will never go away one. They say the real light are the real friends are your wisdom inside your mind. They'll never go away. And at the time when you need it, it's really the most important thing you need. It's the Dharma. So remember this. Okay, good. So now we take refuge, generate bodhicitta. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and to the Sangha. And by the positive potential I create by practicing generosity and also the other far-reaching attitude, may I become a Buddha to free all beings from all their suffering. And I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and to the Sangha. And by the positive potential I create by practicing generosity and also the other far-reaching attitude, may I become a Buddha to free all beings from all their suffering. And I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and to the Sangha. And by the positive potential I create by practicing generosity and also the other far-reaching attitude, may I become a Buddha to free all beings from all their suffering. 诸佛正法正中尊，一次菩提我归依，愿以布施等资粮，我愿力有情，我愿成佛。诸佛正法正中尊，一次菩提我归依，愿以布施等资粮，我愿力有情，我愿成佛。诸佛正法正中尊，一次菩提我归依，愿以布施等资粮，我愿力有情，我愿成佛。Short mandala. 菩提修行没头drown，日拉林去你的根帕地，上给信徒你的无瓦给，若困难来去来修巴拉修。Guru Rana Mandala Kamniya Tayami。好，你们合掌。So 这个祈请文有大概有18个19个大 about 11 pages, but it's just in paragraph. One page got about 2 paragraphs only. So I recite the thing. So try to when you hear, listen with a heart. Say, by hearing this, may I get the blessing of His Holiness and be able to, in future, very near future, when I study the great teaching of the Nalanda scholar, may I be able to get the same realization that what they have intent for us. Then think this way. You must think like that. You must think very well. One. Not only you think, you must think very well. Not only I hear, I remember, I get some blessing, they got no false sake, whatever thing. But one thing I want to hear such that I get the same realization that they intend for us, so that I can free myself from suffering. I can see emptiness directly. Then I can show other people. If you do not, you cannot give what you do not have. You cannot give what you do not have. Okay, we continue. A prayer. to kindle the three kinds of faith. Address the 70 great Paṇḍitas of the Nalanda tradition by His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Perfectly arisen from the compassionate wish to benefit, being more exalted than the gods, you have reached the supreme level of protection, abandonment, and realization. The guides being to liberation through learning on dependent origination. Mighty Shakyamuni Buddha, sons among the teacher, in devotion I pay homage to you. You brilliantly clarify the meaning of reality itself, the ultimate intent of Mother Prajnaparamita, with profound modes of logical reasoning based on dependent original, founder of the middle way tradition of supreme vehicle, prophesied by Buddha himself. Noble Master Nagarjuna, to you I pray. You, the foremost of his spiritual, as supremely learned and accomplished, a master of all the infinite school of philosophy, inside and outside of your own tradition, and the glorious crowning jewel, all who follow Nagarjuna approach. Bodhisattva, Aryadeva, to you I pray. You clarify the wisdom intent of Arya, the ultimate meaning of dependent origination, as well as the profound crucial point concerning merely nominal imputed existence, and reach the level of supreme accomplishment. Noble Buddha Palita, at the feet I pray. Great Paṇḍita, who found a comprehensive system in which extremes such as the rising of true identity are refuted, the valid cognate logic and the commonly perceived outer object are accepted. Acharya Vava Bibika, to you I pray. You develop and elaborate upon the complete path of Sutra and Tantra, skillfully teaching the profound and the vast middle way tradition of appearance emptiness, in which the two extremes are dispelled through dependent original and the mere fact of conditionality. Glorious Chandrakirti, to you I pray. You skillfully reveal to the assembly fortunate disciple the most wondrous, amazing path of the great compassion in so many ways, and with reasoning both profound and vast. Bodhisattva Shantideva, to you I pray. Founder of the tradition, who skillfully combine Madhyamaka and Pramana, teaching the middle way path of the twofold emptiness according to the capacity of disciple, and introducing the Buddha's teaching to the land of soul. Great Kempo Chantarashita, to you I pray. You brilliantly set out the stage of the meditation according to Sutra and Tantra, combining the view of the middle way beyond the extreme of the unity of Samantabhadra and Vipassana, and clearly reveal the unmistaken teaching of the Buddha and land of soul. Noble Kamalashila, to you I pray. Guided and cared for by Maitreya, who work brilliantly to further all the Mana teaching and skillfully set out the approach of vast conduct. Founder of the tradition of the mind only, prophesied by Buddha, Noble Master Asanga, to you I pray. You upheld the tradition of seven traditions of Abhidhamma and the fullfold emptiness, and clarified the philosophy by Bhashika, Sautrantika, and Vijnana, the most excellent scholar renowned as the second all-knowing Buddha. Acharya Vasupandu, to you I pray. Master logician, and grant the eyes of intelligent reasoning by revealing hundreds of ways to arrive at valid connection, illuminating the Buddha teaching with incontrovertible knowledge. Noble Dignaka, at your feet I pray. You understood clearly all the particular area of logic, in both inside and outside your own tradition, and through the powerful reasoning, brought of definite knowledge, the profound and vast approach of Sautrantika, the mind only, skillfully conveying the marvelous approach offered by the Dhamma. Glorious Dhammakirti, at your feet I pray. You set alight the lamp, illuminate the text of the ornaments of realization, the meaning of transcendental wisdom passed down by Asanka and his brother. In accordance with the Madhyamaka tradition, beyond all extreme of existing and non-existent Arya, Bhikkhu Kesena, at your feet I prostrate. I pray. As prophesied by Buddha, explain the Mother Prajnaparamita according to the instruction received from the protector Maitreya. Clarify the three mothers, the supreme scripture of the transcendental wisdom. Acharya Haribhadra, to you I pray. You brilliantly summarize the meaning of the vast Vinaya collection according to the tradition of Sabharabhastin, and explain the Bhoksha supremely and without mistake. Supremely disciplined and learned, Gunabhadra, at your feet I pray. You learn the treasure, precious treasure like quality of threefold training, and brilliantly explain the meaning of extensive of scripture. In order to preserve the followers' teaching of monastic discipline, supreme holder of the Vinaya, Suakya Bhadra, at the feet I prostrate. You imparted a profound and vast teaching by giving the Buddha, explaining the path for all the three levels of spiritual perspective, and caused the Buddha teaching to flourish within the land of snow. Kind and precious Lord Atisha, to you I pray. Through this prayer of mine, make with a mind of vivid and unmistaken faith, to the most brilliant of scholars, like ornaments and enhance and beautify of the word. You are the supreme source of so many wondrous and excellent teaching. May my mind be blessed, so that it mature and brought to liberation. May I be blessed, so that I plant the foundation of the path to freedom. May I understand the fundamental nature of reality and the meaning of the two truths. May I gain certainty about the four truths, how samsara is perpetuated and discontinued. And through valid connection, may I develop stable, lasting faith in the three jewels. May I be blessed, so that I come to master uncontrived bodhicitta. together with the roots and mind of renunciation, seeing the goal for perfect liberation, in which all form of suffering that causes are thoroughly pacified, and a compassionate wish to protect all beings as limitless as space itself. May I be blessed so that I arrive easily at a definite understanding of all the profound point of the path of transcendental perfection vehicle and the Vajrayana to studying, reflecting, and meditating upon the meaning of the great pioneer master classic work. In life after life, may I always find the perfect situation to take out the threefold training. May I work for the good of teaching, just like the great pioneer master of all, and through teaching as well and through practice, may I maintain, enhance the transmission and the understanding of this very Dharma. In every community, may there be more great scholar, practitioner who avoid entirely all unethical, mistaken form of livelihood, devote their time to study, reflect, teach, and meditate, so that the whole world is enhanced and made forever beautiful thereby. And through the power of this, may I swiftly traverse all the path and stage of the complete approach, combining Sutra and Tantra. I have to reach the level of mission Buddha, spontaneously benefiting myself and others. And may I continue to fulfill the wish of all beings as long as space remains. This marvelous explanation of profound vast teaching, excellent revealed by the Lord Buddha, was composed by the scholar Land of Snow to open the eyes of intelligence with everyone with discerning awareness that these teachings have been studied, reflected, and meditated upon today until today, not diminished almost after 2005. It is due to the kindness of this great scholar. Therefore, I compose this prayer to remember their kindness with unwavering, unflinching faith, to follow after their footsteps. At this time, when the whole world has witnessed tremendous advance in the field of science technology, we are greatly distracted by the hustle bustle of hectic life. It is extremely crucial for all of us to follow the Buddha, to develop faith based on understanding of the Buddha Dharma teaching. Therefore, we should investigate them, analyze them, inquire upon an unbasis, inquisitive mind. If we are able to deliver the faith is supported by understanding the outstanding work of the profound tradition composed by the master, universally known as the six ornaments and the true supreme one, as well as the Buddha Paṇḍitas and other Bhikkhu Kesa, who are indispensable. With this in mind, I commissioned the painting of the master of the profound and vast of the tradition of Tanka, ornaments, and the true supreme one. Together with this, I felt inspired to compose a prayer of this, our heartfelt devotion to the great master with several of my sincere Dharma friends who also encouraged me. So it's that I, the Buddhist monk Tenzin Gyatso, who had gained confidence with uncontrived faith in the excellent word of the learned master, who belongs among I, who belongs to the lowest of those who have studied the master, wrote this prayer to kindle the three-town faith, addressed as 70 Paṇḍitas of the Nalanda tradition. It was completed in Tekching Choling, Dharamsala, in the year 2001, 15 December. May all be well. Finish. So it contains a lot of heartfelt prayer of His Holiness devotion inside the thing. So your thing. So I will give a very short transmission of Shantideva, just only one verse. Shantideva. Shantideva got this prayer. I want to give chapter 10 of Shantideva, his dedication prayer. Okay. If we sit here to give the entire 595 files, you all go out look like Sharat, same color. I'll give chapter 10. I'll give the chapter 10. Now 我就给我们说，入行论里面，非常重要的一部经，就可以我们可以用这部经呢，可以聊到我不造作的菩提心。现在它总共有10章10品，但是我现在我就给最后一品，最后一品是我们说回向品，在回向品里面哦，有很多愿力在那边的。当我们发愿呢，但是没有累积到福报，这个要愿。当我们把我们的愿呢加什么？加我们的正行，我们累积福报消业障加在里面，然后我们就有那个本钱来做回向，做回向。So initial motivation, but when you do the actual practice, when you clear up merit, then you can delegate. So you want to delegate, right? Then you say, so what to delegate? You got nothing to delegate. So you must create the merit, then you can delegate. So the motivation is to make that 1 hour or half an hour or 45 minutes thing most extensive. So you got the more thing to delegate to all the beings, all the prayer that you want. So this is how it been done. So I like to give the chapter 10 prayer of this. So sometimes when you feel that you are very sad, please read this. Then it'll give you a lot of encouragement. There's one prayer that I read was by another one of the Sonless teacher. It's called Kulun Lama. Kulun Lama himself was a great Pandit. Great Pandit. He knows Sanskrit. He knows Nepali. He knows Tibetan. He by himself was a great scholar by himself. And then he wrote one prayer, as vast as space and as deep as ocean. He said the mind of a bodhisattva is vast as space, and the depth of his love you is as deep as the ocean. So it contains 365 verses, and every day you read one verse, and he wrote it out of love. And every time you read the thing, at a certain point, he said that it's really beautiful because he's a true bodhisattva. When you read it, you'll get touched by the thing. So if you got problem, then you flip to one page, you read that 1 or 2 paragraphs. Sometimes you find the answer because of his blessing, of his prayer. Most of the prayer bodhisattva always, at the end of prayer, whoever meet this, may they never ever suffer. May they never ever suffer. For me, say you cannot go lower rep. I still need to give you one boarding pass. So I will give you that boarding pass. It's a book. You must still meet me one more time. So you get a pass, then you say, then you talk. Can do electric one or not? I haven't upgraded until that level yet. But you got faith, correct? Then possible you got ready. If you got faith in me, then you got ready. You got faith not in me, in what I say, that come from a true source, then you got the boarding pass. But you even got boarding pass, then you kanchiong, correct? Can board, still can board. But you only make extra thing, you kanchiong only. So the faith did not come from no cause. Faith come from listening to something very unmistaken, you check out. So this chapter 10 is very powerful. So it contains about 58 verses. So I'm going to recite very quickly. 好不好？现在我就给我们说入行论第10品回向品。当你感觉到你会害怕，你感觉到很无奈的时候，你可以读这一品。我可以感觉这一品，或者你可以念诵普贤行愿品。普贤，今天你们回去都变成 chocolate 吧 ？chocolate， 我金，看了有真接心。Okay, delegation chapter Shantideva Bodhisattva Avatara。齐天菩萨就是这边的一个学者，但是他在这边住的时候呢，他只选3个东西，他就是吃饭、睡觉、大便。那有一天呢，他的隔壁的同学他就说，这个瓜真的什么东西都不做，也没有思考，没有禅修，没有辩经，什么都没有，只是看到他睡觉、吃饭、去厕所大便而已，大小便。然后一天他们就好像玩耍，跟他说，今天呢，我要请他来弘法施法在这边。他说可以，我就施法给你们听。他就说，你要我施法，你没有听过的，还是你听过的，我跟你解说给你听。然后他们说你没有听过的，我没有听过的，他们没有听过的，他们就是要玩耍他，叫整蛊他，所以说他们就做了一个法座非常非常高的。那齐天菩萨是一个大修行者，他就看到这样，他说2个就是他对我很尊敬，所以法座很高，或者他们看我不起，说要看我露脸，对不对？他就飞上去，然后他就一口气讲到这个入行论10品，讲到第9品的时候，是智慧品的时候，他就飞上天，他说那些有神通的跟我来吧，没有的就在下面等。这个就是第10品到第7，然后我就念这个我们说回向品，这回向品非常非常特别。然后他到现在呢，我的老师尊者达赖喇嘛每次是说，当我们受了八光斋戒，然后呢，也是我们可以用这个来回向呢，然后我们回向很完整，全部东西都在里面，全部东西在里面，然后我们会被里面的真情感动到，懂吗？你真的想到要众生，那你又不知道怎样想，你就这样想，这样靠这个想一句你就好，那流一个眼泪，就流个眼泪，说我要这样，我不能放弃了。那你自己这样的修呢，你会被自己感动到，那不是自己感动，是为了齐天菩萨感动到全部的佛菩萨。好，合掌。The dedication chapter of Shantideva Bodhisattva Avatara. May all the sentient beings be graced with the Bodhisattva way of life by the virtue I obtain, by reflecting on the guide to the Bodhisattva way of life. Through my merit, may all those in all directions who are afflicted by body and mental suffering obtain ocean of joy and contentment. As long as the cycle of existence last. May their happiness never decline. May the world obtain the constant joy of the Bodhisattva. As many hell there are in the world, many beings in them delight in the joy of contentment of Sukhavati. May all those who are afflicted with cold find warm. May all those oppressed with heat be cooled by the oceans of water, spring from great clouds of the Bodhisattva. May the forest of the sword leaf become for them the splendor of treasure glow, and may the sword like Samali tree grow like the wish fulfilling tree. May the region of the hell become vast pond of delight, fragrance in lotus, beautiful and pleasing with cries of wild geese, wild duck, ruddy bees, and swan. May the heaps of burning coal become a mole of jewel. May the burning ground become a crystal marble floor. And may the mountain of crushing hell become a temple of worship filled with the Buddha. May the rains of burning coal, lava, and dagger from now become a rain of flower. And may mutual battering with weapon now become a playful flower fight. By the power of my virtue, may all those flesh were completely fall off, whose skeleton the color of white jasmine flower, who are immersed in the river of bitter water like fire, attain a celestial body, dwell in a goddess by the river Mandarakiki. May the horrifying agent Yama, crows and vultures suddenly watch here in fear. Those looking upon, who beholding Vajrapani in the sky wonder, who is the brilliant light, who dispel darkness all around and generate the joy of contentment. And may they depart together with him, free of vice through the power of their joy. A rain of daughters fall mixed with fragrant water. It is sin to extinguish the unceasing fire of the hell. May the beings of hell suddenly relieve the joy, wonder, what is this? May I see Padnapami? Friends, come quickly. Cast away fear. We are alive. A fragrance radiant, vanquished of fear. A certain prince in the monastic road has come to us. By his power, every adversity will remove. Stream of delight flow. The awake spirit of awakening is born as the compassion, the mother of protection of all beings. Behold him whose lotus feet are worshipped with tiaras of hundreds of gods, whose eyes are moisture with compassion, who hates of stream of diverse flowers rain down, of his delight summer palace, celebrated by the thousand goddesses, singing hymns of praise. Upon seeing Manjughosha before him, may the beings of hell immediately cheer. Through my virtue, may the beings of the hell rejoice upon seeing the arms of the Christ of the Bodhisattva headed by Samandrabhaja and bearing pleasant, cool, and fragrant rain embrace. May the intense pain and fear of beings of the hell be pacified. May the inhabitants of the misery state of existence be liberated from their woeful state. May the animal race of being eaten by each other appear. May the preda be as happy in the people the Ukutura. May the preta always be bathed and refreshed by the stream of milk pouring from the hands of noble Avalokiteshvara. May the blind see form. May the deaf hear sound. May the pregnant woman give birth without pain, as did Mahadevi. May they acquire everything that is beneficial and desired by the mind, clothing, food, drink, flower, garland, sandal, paste, and ornament. May the fearful become fearless, and those struck by grief find joy. May the despondent find resolute and free from repatriation. May the year always have good health. May they be free from every bondage. May the weak become strong and have affectionate heart for one another. May the region be advantageous for those who travel on the road, and may for the purpose where they set out be expediently be accomplished. May those who journey on the boat succeed as they desire. May they safely reach the shore and rejoice with their relative. May those who find themselves on wrong path in dreadful forest come upon the companion of fellow traveler, and without fatigue may they journey without fear of bandit, tigers, and the like. May the deities protect the dark, the insane, the deranged, the helpless, the young, the elderly, and all those in danger of sickness and wilderness, and so on. May they be free from all the lack of leisure. May they be endowed with faith, wisdom, and compassion. May they possess of status and good conduct, and may they always remember their former life. May they be inexhaustible treasure, just like sky treasure, free of conflict or irritation, and may they have an independent ways of life. May beings who have little splendor be endowed with great magnificence. May unattractive wretches be endowed with beauty. May the women in the world become men. May the lower obtain grandeur and yet be free of arrogance. Through the merit of mind, may all beings without exception abstain from every wrongdoing and always engage in virtue. Not lacking the spirit of awakening, devoted to the Bodhisattva way of life, embraced by the Buddhas and the free from all deeds of Mara, may all beings have immeasurable lifetime. May they always be live happily, and even the word death disappear. May all quarters of the world be delighted with gardens of a wish-fulfilling tree, filled with the Buddha, with children of the Buddha, and enchanting with the sound of the Dhamma. May the ground everywhere be free from stone and rock, full of the palms of hands, soft and mixed of lapis lazuli. May the great assembly of Bodhisattvas sit on all sides. May they beautify the earth with their own resplendence. May all beings unseen hear the sound of Dhamma from the birds, from every tree, from every rays of light, and from the sky. They say that in this prayer, right, they say that if you are devoted, even the lights shine on you will give you Dharma teaching when you're devoted. So light everywhere. Is when you're devoted, even the light shine on you will give you Dharma teaching. And these are the prayer of the Bodhisattva. And Bodhisattva don't lie. They vouch their life with it. You must believe. I want you all to fear it. So you all must do the first thing, believe. So sometimes they say between believing and doing sometimes easier, no need to think, you know. No, you must think. You must use this intellectual ability of yours. May they encounter the Buddhas and the children of the Buddha. May they worship the spiritual mentor of the world, which endless clouds of offering. May the gods send down rain in time. May there be abundance of cloth. May the populace be prosperous and may the king be righteous. May the medicine be effective and the mantra of those who recite be successful. May the Dakinis, Rakshas and other gods with fear compassion. May no sentiment ever be unhappy, sinful, neglected, dispelled, and may no one be despondent. May monastery be well established, full of chanting and study. May there always be harmony among the Sangha, and may the purpose of the Sangha be accomplished. May the monks who wishes to find solitude, may they meditate with their mind agile and free of all distraction. May the nuns receive provision and free of quarrels and troublesome. May all renunciate be untarnished of the ethical discipline. May all those who are poor ethical discipline be disgusted and become constantly intent on extinction of the vice. May they reach the fortunate state of extinction, and they may retain, may their vow remain unbroken there. May they be learned and cultured, resist harm and provision. May their mind stream be pure and be famed and procure every direction, without experiencing the suffering of the misery state of existence, and without arduous practice. May the world attain Buddhahood in a single divine body. May all sentient beings worship all the Buddhas in many ways. May they be exceedingly joyful with inconceivable bliss of the Buddha. May the Bodhisattva wishes for the welfare of the world be fulfilled, and whatever protector intend for sentient beings may all be accomplished. May the Pachakas, Buddha, and the Sapaka be happy, always worshipped by the lofty God, Asuras and human. And through the grace of Manjughosha, may I always achieve ordination and recollection of all past life until I reach the joyful, glorious ground. May I live endowed with the strength of whatever posture I am in all my life. May I find plentiful place of solitude. When I wish to see or ask something, may I see the protector Manjushri directly without any impediment. May my way of life be like the Manjushri who live to accomplish the benefit of all sentient beings throughout all the 10 directions. And as long as space remains, and as long as sentient beings remain, then I will remain to free the misery of the world. Whatever suffering there in the world may repel upon me. May the world find happiness through the virtue of all the Bodhisattvas. May the teaching, the sole source of medicine for the suffering of the world, the source of prosperity and joy, remain for a long time, accomplished by riches and honor. And I bow to Manjughosha, whose grace my mind turned to virtue. I salute my spiritual friend, my Guru, whose kindness I have become stronger. Thank you. Short mandala before you all get chauta. Meto Drachom Vela Linji Nide Gembadi Sange Shindu Nide Uwagi Yoko Nam Lan Shin Lan Shopai Sho Rana Mandala Kaniya Tayami。现在我会向我念一句，你们念一句。愿以此功德，普及于一切，我等与众生，皆共成佛道。众生无边，誓愿度；佛法无量，誓愿觉；烦恼无尽，誓愿断；断我无明，了我生死，愿我成佛，度众生，永不忘上师情。永远不忘记你上师的教授，不敢忘，不能忘，不会忘，永不忘。 永不忘众生情。然后回向我们三世所累积的福报，跟无数的佛陀、菩萨、声闻、独觉、阿罗汉、善有情众生的福报，是没自性的存在。把这些福报回向我跟你呢，也是没自性的存在，是观在四摄名言安利。当我们来回向，我们可以早日成佛，也是没自性的存在，是观在四摄名言安利。当我们成了佛，我们带全部有情众生一个都没漏到的，也是没自性的存在，是观在四摄名言安利。能把他们安利到圆满果果位，也是没自性的存在，是观在四摄名言安利。So he dedicated all these merits such that all the gurus teaching true path, especially His Holiness and all the gurus, have long stable life, so that all the wishes all come true. Then we pray for unmistaken Kapil Rinpoche to be identified, and Rinpoche in this life show the scholastic power all like the great Paṇḍitas of Nalanda, then the great yogis like Naropa, then the great scholar like Day10-Nalanda-The. For all the admin projects to succeed, especially building a Guru Rinpoche and Pokaran and Halishi, and benefit as many sentient beings as possible. Then I also pray for all y'all to become so determined right now to make a very strong, important decision in your life. May I felt devotion and fall in love with the scholar of Nalanda. May I fall in love with wisdom. I feel this way. I pray for you to fall in love again with wisdom and compassion. They're taking it to the heart. You will hear many times that someone asks, who's your idam, ni de penchun? Then when someone asked Lama Atisha, he said that was not a deity. Penchun idam means mind commitment, means you never stop thinking one. Then Lama Atisha, my idam, bodhicitta, I never stop thinking to benefit sentient beings. Never. So that's most best. So I pray that you have a mind like what Atisha have. Your personal idam, bodhicitta. Never. May those have not born. May those already born arise and grow, never decline, forever born. So in the 10th chapter, this is the whole prayer inside there. Never decline means must rejoice, must continue to meditate, so they're able to protect. So think strongly this way. So I pray for all you all to be strong, healthy. So in the near future, you can really come in contact with all the Nalanda tradition scholar. So is it difficult? No, not that difficult. Of course, you can want to do until become like Geshe like that. Go and what? You don't have 25 years. But to be able to take the thing and transform your mind, you don't need 25 years. No need. Maybe give me 2.5 days. Then we can probably do something quite close. You can do manageable one, clear? But the main chunk, because a lot of things are debating with the White Tao, we take that one away. You say, okay, I don't want to debate with them because they're no longer around already. I don't know where they're. Pai, Jainism. They go around naked one. If you go Bogaya, your karma good or bad, I don't know. So you can see them walking around naked one. I'm not kidding. I saw. So his Holiness say they went to visit him one day. They were totally naked. Then they sit there talking. Then his Holiness the Bodhika said, "You saw that?" And I said, "Yeah, we saw that." How? We said, "I don't know," but it sounds like so normal to them. They don't even think about their naked. They say, "I got nothing to hide because I'm pure." I really like the way they practice. So I pray for you all to be really devoted and really have strength, have courage, you know. So right now you see, now this is how they studied last time one. But if you come here without the ingredient of the meaning of the content or everything, you'll be just looking at what any other Indian come here. They saw the building, they touch the thing, then they take some blessing, and nothing transform. But right now you live with at least the 70 Lananda and the chapter 10 of the thing. The last trip I said from chapter 1 to chapter 10. I do until the guy blow whistle and that whistle want to crack already. So I decided to do the chapter 10, you know, to do the chapter 10. I think we'll be fine now. We will have opportunity. We can give the thing. Okay, lastly, so we delegate so that all y'all be well and happy. So must be healthy, so well and happy, so that you can continue to do the thing you want. I pray that you find your body. 我会向你可以找到你的战友。If you no, you must pray. You pray, then suddenly it come appear one. Because you never create cause, you never come. Understand not? It all come from cause, in fact. So probably one of the most recent good decision you do is probably come for this trip. Because or if you never come, you never believe that you got such a thing that you think is like that. You can join Chan Brother tour, come for pilgrimage can, or Kok Hua tour, or Nam, I don't know, or maybe Nam Ho. I don't still around, or whatever lah. So you can come for the thing, or you can do yourself. There's some guide. But I felt that different. I really want to offer something from my side. that you can be able to understand. You develop your practice of Dharma is through